And there you have it. The battle of the two Italian godfathers. A manager that's won it all, and a manager that probably plays one of the nicest styles of football the modern game has ever seen. Gasperini versus Ancellotti. Atalanta 2, Real Madrid 3. But what secured Real Madrid this victory? And it's what's secured Real Madrid La Ligas in the past. Champions Leagues in the past. The best player in the world was available tonight. And he was firing. Do you know how much it says about a player when you've been out of action for a while and you come back first game? Haven't even had the odd 20, 30 minute cameo. No, first game. You're thrown into the deep end. You go out there and you impose yourself. And you have a say on the game. Now, before everything, if you're new, make sure to subscribe. Make sure to hit the like. It helps the channel grow a lot. Make sure to let me know what you think in the comments. Let's get into it. Now, it's only right we start off with the best player in the world. Now, you're probably sat thinking, who? Kylian Mbappe? Vini Jr. Vini Jr. Vini Jr. is the best player in the world comfortably, easily. Nobody comes close. I look at the game today against Atalanta. This was a must-win game for Real Madrid for so many different reasons, but must-win. And it wasn't an easy must-win game. You're coming up against a team that's unbeaten in the Champions League this year. A team that's unbeaten in 15 games, in their last 15 games. A team that's top of the Serie A. And on top of everything, one of the most energetic, one of the most high-pressing teams. A team that has goals all over the park. Atalanta, on current form, can be regarded as one of the best teams in the world. And Real Madrid threw their best player out there. This is a player that hasn't played in the last 2, 3, 4 weeks. They threw him into the mixer. No 20 minutes to find your feet. Nah, we need to win. Put your best players out there. And he performed and he delivered. And that's what the best players do. It doesn't matter home, away. It doesn't matter if my confidence is high or low. No. I haven't played football in 3, 4 weeks. No problem. Put me out there. Let's just look at his goal. You look at the goal. Positions himself in a central area. Fortunate for the ball to fall to his feet. But then it's just that conviction behind the strike. Low and hard into the corner. Catching the keeper by surprise. The keeper was probably thinking Vini Jr. is going to take 1, 2, 3 touches. But it's that confidence. It's that know-how. Knowing I can score goals. Knowing when I strike the ball, it's going to be on target. And it's going to test the keeper. That's what the best players in the world have in their locker. That's what Vini Jr. has in his locker. But my favourite one is the Jude Bellingham goal. And I will definitely dedicate a segment to Jude Bellingham. This goal, I loved it. I was watching the game and I was thinking, who is this player that's dropped deep? Received the ball in a centre-half's area. Received the ball in the areas that you'd expect Rudiger to get onto. No. The winger, Vini Jr., dropping deep. And then you could see when he dropped deep, he sucked Edison in with him. As soon as he received the ball, got the ball out of his feet, lifted his head up and pinged it over the top into Jude Bellingham. This is Real Madrid's winger, dropping deep and taking on the responsibility of a centre-half in build-up. The pass, the timing, the accuracy, the weight. He put it on a plate for Jude Bellingham to run onto. And now this is where it's the X factor. This is where Jude Bellingham showcases his quality. 1v1 in isolation, in a central area. You're taught. If you have the ball 1v1 in isolation in the central area, get that half yard. And when you do get that half yard, get a shot on goal. Don't overdo it. Don't overcomplicate it. Take on your man and have a strike on goal. Drop on the shoulder, cuts in on his left foot, low and hard. That's what, 2 goals in 2 minutes for Real Madrid. Now when it comes to Jude Bellingham, I feel like he never ever gets the credit he deserves. He never ever gets the recognition, the respect. Funnily enough, this might sound crazy. I feel like Jude Bellingham this season has been performing better than he performed last season. But last season, he had the goals, he had the assists. I'm looking at him this season and he's become this complete team player. At times, treated like a utility player. This season, at times, especially with Real Madrid constantly shifting the team around, trying players in different areas. And in my opinion, it's just trying to accommodate Kylian Mbappe. But I'm looking at Jude Bellingham and I'm seeing him at times play a bit more advanced. In other games, be required to play a bit more deeper. The games after that, as an interior, as a box-to-box. Sometimes I'm watching Real Madrid and his role throughout a game changes. Help the team defend. Now, go up top and help Vini. Dictate, orchestrate. Now, you be onto the end. Put the ball into the back of the net. I looked at his performance today. And he was literally everywhere. Winning duels in the centre of the park, he was there. And he was the main man winning his duels. In the final third, being a target man. Being somebody that can run the channels, that can hold up the ball. Whether it's 1v2, 1v3, he came out on top. Being the guy responsible to score the goals and win Real Madrid a game in a must-win game, he stepped up. And this is something that this guy has done. And he's been at Real Madrid for what? 18 months? It's been less than 18 months. No matter where you've put him, he's performed. No matter who you've played him with, he's performed. No matter what position, no matter what responsibility, he's performed. And we're not talking about a player that's got the most refined game, the most developed, the most experienced. 19, 20, 21-year-old at best. Playing for the biggest club in the world. With the most pressure. There's not much more pressure than Real Madrid being on the brink of being knocked out of the Champions League. And now it's a must-win game away from home to the team top of Serie A. But he went out there and he delivered the goods. And that's what the best players do in the world. They step up and they ball out. And finally, Kylian Mbappe. He went off injured, but it's only right we speak on that goal. That is a lovely goal. That is a goal that will do him the world of good. Because it reminds him of how good he truly is and how impactful he really can be. Because it was a goal of top quality. Receiving the ball off your right shoulder. And then opening up your body and guiding it forwards with your left foot. Beating your man. Putting yourself in a position where now you're required to strike the ball and beat the keeper. And that's what he done. But it's a goal that came from the technical ability to beat his man, to position himself in the correct area, and then to put the ball into the back of the net. But I feel like with Mbappe, I feel like he must love the idea of playing with Vini Jr. Now, as much as at times this season they haven't passed the ball to one another, they've decided to be a one-man show, and it's looked like they dislike one another. But Kylian Mbappe, you're drowning at the moment. You're struggling to adapt and cope with the pressure of playing for Real Madrid. But when you look to your left, you see the best player in the world. You see a player that turns up time and time and time again. This is a player that's going to take all that pressure that's on your shoulders and on your back. He'll take it off you. And the thing about Vini Jr., the reason why he's the best player in the world is because you can put that mountain of pressure on his back and he will step up and deliver the goods. He will either step up and deliver the goods by himself because he's good enough to do it by himself, or as a team player. And I feel like with Mbappe, a player that's struggling at the moment, that's short on confidence, that doesn't know where to get the right answers from, you need a player that can guide you through this rough patch, that can carry you until you find your feet. But having said all of that, if you're new, make sure to subscribe. Make sure to hit the like. Make sure to let me know what you think in the comments. Catch you guys on another one.